Hi, in this video I'll talk about what you can do with a Boss GT10 and a Marshall JVM410H. The first thing to talk about is the 4-cable method. With this method you can plug your guitar in the GT10 and then you can place your effects both in front of the amp or in the loop. So the first cable is from the guitar to the Boss GT10. Then another cable from the effects loop send of the GT10 to the front input of the JVM. Then from the JVM FX loop send to the FX loop return of the GT10. And then the last cable from the mono output of the GT10 to the FX return of the JVM. An important thing is to have the FX loop mix at full wet, 100%. And then the FX loop level at minus 10 dB, which is instrument level. Then you should match this level on the GT10 too. So you go system, input, output, then on minus 10 dB. Then you can leave all the levels on 0, but you have to turn up the output level to at least 1 o'clock, because the FX loop of the JVM, when it's on 100% wet, it will lose some volume, so you have to compensate for that. Then here I have a MIDI cable going from the MIDI output of the GT10 to the MIDI input of the JVM. And then I have the JVM foot switch, the 6-button foot switch, and another external pedal that it's a sustainer from a Yamaha keyboard. And this is connected to the external pedal input of the GT10. With the master menu, you can go to the assigned, and you can assign this pedal to do whatever you want. And I use this to turn on the manual mode on the GT10, because the GT10 has a manual mode and a preset mode. With the manual mode, it's like having a pedal board with stomp boxes in front of you, and you can turn on and off every single effect. For example, this is the patch for my clean channel, and with MIDI, when I switch to this patch, the JVM will go on clean green. Then I enter the manual mode, and with the first foot switch I can turn on an overdrive or distortion stomp box modeling. With the second, the FX1, that can be every effect, the chorus, flanger, or an equalizer. Then the third, it's FX2, that can be every FX that is in FX1, but you can use another one. Then with the fourth, the delay, and with the control 1, the chorus, and control 2, the reverb. I have these two always on my clean channel. Then with this one, I have a tuner that I can switch on and off to tune my guitar. And with this, I turn on and off the FX loop of the GT10, so I can silence the JVM preamp, turning this off, and then I can turn it on. Then when I switch to another patch, like the third one, it's my overdrive 1 patch, and with MIDI, the JVM will change channel and go to overdrive 1 red. Then I can again enter the manual mode and switch on whatever effects I want. For example, I can turn on a flanger with the second foot switch, and I have the flanger positioned in front of the amp, not in the loop. And with the third, a phaser that it's in the loop. And you can change the position of effects going here and then to FX chain, and you can move every effect you want in front of the amp or in the loop. For example, you see FX1 is here, then the send and return here, and this is the JVM preamp. Then you can modify this however you want. Then I can return to another patch. For example, the second is my crunch patch, and the fourth is an overdrive 2, I use overdrive 2 for mellow mostly. So with the control 1 I turn on an equalizer. It's set as a little mid scoop, you can see, and that's all. Now you will hear some sound clips of this setup, and you can hear this Fender Jaguar Special with 2 humbuckers, and this my brand new Chauvel St. Dimas Style 1 with 2 Seymour Duncan. Then plug it like this with the JVM and the GT10. Then this 1936 cabinet with the G12 75 speakers from Celestion. This Shure SM57 going in this little mixer, and then straight in my laptop and Cubase. Bye bye.